Kilo fait on m'a tête chocolat. Fine, oh baguette. Watch your love for like it. Why not more than your body, chocolate. Bush it ready, yeah, imade. Double sile, kilo fait. Why now?
I like that significantly better than our old intro. So, hey y'all, hey! Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. As you can see, we have a fuller panel today. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves in a minute, but first, a little bit of housekeeping. We want to say thank you to the best editor in StreamYard Tech ever, also because she makes me say this or she going to mess up our show. Everybody, thank you to Just the Best. I'm just joking, Just don't mess us up. And of course, I want to say thank you to myself. I'm the executive producer of the show.
Hey,
along with the bald man, Curtis King.
I am dead.
So we want to say thank you to him as well. Now, of course, you know I always got my right hand. Ladies first, please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I am Tokyo T. I'm here to bring you inside Pandora's box full of kinks and chaos. So stay tuned for Inside the Box.
And of course, I like to call her Sunshine, but I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello, it is your favorite BBW from the DMV, Neena Renee. Also, with my Aquarian shouted on the HNIC network, get with it or get lost.
Get with it or get lost. I like that one.
And our resident light skin.
Residents.
Yes.
Okay. Resident light skin person.
He's a unicorn in more ways than one, bringing the eggplant to the party.
Ow.
Eggplant.
So where your horn at on your unicorn?
Please,
It's down there.
please introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on? This is your soft dom daddy, the Cardi experience here. Come here to try to behave and not get cussed out. All right.
Oh well.
Oh my God. I'm never gonna get used to the soft dom daddy. Like, we gonna have to have a conversation about it.
It just sounds so, I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. Soft dom daddies.
It makes me think of
no matter how you do it, it just
a dummy
Daddy
penis.
soft dom. I don't know.
I don't know.
Working
it
title.
sounds like he's forceful, but says please at the end.
You get a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, she asked you for it, but you paid. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. All right.
None of the words match. Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Something's going on.
One of these
But,
things isn't like the other. One of these things just isn't the same.
So I'm very, very happy to have Sunshine here with us so we can talk about this foolishness that has been going on the past week. I am sure that if you are in these social media streets, you have come across the post with Michael B. Jordan and the girl L'Oreal, doesn't matter.
Like the shampoo?
Not at all. Not at all.
Doesn't matter. I was like, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So Michael B. Jordan was walking the red carpet, and this young lady is someone that he previously went to high school with. And they recently did a podcast. She's on a podcast. I'm not promoting her podcast on here. And and they were talking about how they went to school, how she went to school with him, and they used to call him corny. She's saying that she didn't herself say it, but that was something that was said, and that he was picked on because he brought his headshots to school and all of these things. And Michael B put her in her place, as I feel he should have, to give her a reminder, like, why you sitting here saying, oh, I know him, we went to school together.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't I the nigga that you call corny? So can you put a picture up just of the yellow hair girl? Because
Yellow hair.
That's what blew me, because I was like, it's literally yellow.
It's literally
It's
yellow.
literally yellow.
Yeah. And there has been a lot of debate about whether or not he was right. There has been a lot of debate about whether she really called him corny or did she just bully him or should she have acknowledged it. But at the end of the day, let's talk about the myth of the black corny man. Because, of course, the incels couldn't wait to get to their typing about this is what black women do, right? They don't want you when they feel like you are a nerd, you're corny, you don't fit the stereotype. But then as soon as you get put on and now you have money and you have fame, then all of a sudden they want to be down with you. They want to know you. They want to be in your proximity. So I felt like that warranted a discussion. I was going to talk about something else, but I really wanted to speak about, do we really feel like black women do not give good men, so-called good men, a chance? And is there really such a thing as a corny black man just because he doesn't fit a stereotype?
Of course there is.
Go ahead.
Corny is in the eye of the beholder. Like, I mean, something I find corny, you might not find corny. I mean, we're black nerds. We like what we like. So some things that we might like, somebody would be like, oh my God, Star Wars corny. And then I'm in the corner trying to figure out how to Sith choke you. It depends on who it is. Like, you know, people don't understand that. Whatever lore we're into, whatever, you know, how many times have we heard the same thing? That's white people shit. That's corny shit. But it wasn't to me. I'm a girl and I play video games. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, you're not playing with dolls? No. As you can see, I have this controller and I just brutality that guy. So no, I'm not playing with a doll. Thank you. And those are the things that people, it's all in the eye of the beholder. But I don't think Michael B. Jordan was wrong. How many movies we've seen where it's like literally Revenge of the Nerds? I mean, people who literally saw that person, Mr. Woodcock, he was a bully to those kids. Like, it's movies all across every genre where it shows like I finally get this moment to say whatever I wanted to say. And to me, she was the corny one because it's nothing to have accountability.
Well, I think that's a large part of it. People were upset that in that moment she just didn't acknowledge that although she may have not specifically said the word corny, that she did say, you know, he was bullied, he was picked on because he was different than a lot of other people. And so she could have just used it as a moment, a teaching moment to say, you know what, I'm accountable for what I did to you during that time. And on behalf of myself, and even if you never get the apology from other people, I'm apologizing for them as well. You know, that should be a thing.
Great job in your career. Because now you look like a yellow-haired asshole. Sorry. You do. You look stupid. Like, you're the one who like tried to laugh it off. I wasn't, you were. That man has kept that on his brain.
She looks so foolish with that hair.
He looks so crazy. Like, the whole outfit. Like, I was like, why does she have on a fingerprint shirt? Like, I got questions.
Carolyn. Wait, let me interrupt you guys to say hello to Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Thank you so much for coming to join us today.
What's up, Carolyn?
All right. Carolyn was more important than y'all for a minute. So
it's crazy to me that that's the thing, you know, and it's like you tried to laugh it off because he caught you, for lack of a better way to put it. He caught you. You got caught out there. And instead of being like, dang, that was the past, but if it made you feel a type of way, I apologize, wish you the best in your career, 100. Keep it moving. But because you didn't even acknowledge it, something that could have been trauma.
Well, she just showed that she hasn't grown much. She showed that she hasn't grown much.
Exactly.
Cardi, you are the only male here. Have you ever felt pressure to portray yourself as something that you weren't, to fit in or to fit a stereotype?
Well, yeah, you know, me being tall and, you know, people, oh, you play ball, you athletic, and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, it's true, but, you know, I'm more than that, you know?
He said it's true. I am tall and I'm athletic and good looking, but
you know, I'm a big ass nerd at the end of the day. Like, I walked around with my Pokemon cards. So it was like, you know, I got picked on as a kid too, but, you know, there's been points later in life when folks came back around like, oh, that's you, Cardi? And they see me and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I'm doing pretty well for myself. So I haven't had a chance to be like, you know, fuck you. I'm gonna just stun on you ass haters and do all that other stuff. I'm humble. But in the words of, Mike Jones, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me.
On me.
You all on me. I mean, I did see the interview though. She said that nigga was corny. So I mean, he has every right to be like, congratulations, you played yourself.
That's what makes it so bad. You thought you ate, girl. Plate hella full leftovers in the fridge. Sit down.
Okay,
pretty much.
So being that we are like in a nerd community, that is something that we deal with on both sides, men and women. Like, okay, we're not popular. People picked on us. It's something that we've seen a lot. So I wanted to kind of delve into the reason why we look at certain men that way. Not me, but you know what I'm saying. So women out there, don't feel no type of way. I'm not a pick me. I'm not a pick me. By no means, but I'm gonna have to give y'all a little bit because you're wrong. Some of y'all out there, y'all wrong. Y'all doing some dumbass things.
That's wrong.
And I'm going to give it to the men. I'm going to give it to the women as well. And today is your day. So there is a host of reasons why we may say, hey, I'm more interested in a man that is deemed inappropriate. And so a lot of it is tied up in self-esteem, right? The issues you have with a parent, either both parents or one, normally it's the father. If you're a woman, your daddy issues, So women continue to play out patterns that they saw when they were growing up, and they date based on their level of self-esteem. So you think, this is what I deserve. This is the that I deserve to be with. Yeah. So women don't place high value on themselves. If you want to get a sense of how you feel about yourself and your level of self-esteem, you need to take a long look at the men that you date and the men that you profess to love. So if you feel like you are confident in yourself, you have a stable sense of self, that you have achieved what you needed to achieve in life, there are certain red flags that you are just not going to go for. But if your self-esteem is not high, it doesn't matter what you have going on for you, you're going to date down. Yeah. You're going to date down. And I don't think a lot of women like to admit that. Right. They be like, I love me. I love me. I don't have a problem with me, but so why are you letting this nigga sleep on your couch?
Say that.
Why is he drinking your baby's juice boxes? Like,
and him eating the snacks.
Thirsty.
Put them down. I didn't buy you no food by the foot.
That is the thing that a lot of women don't want to admit, that they don't do better because they don't think that they deserve better. Right. Tokyo, you are the only married one. And you've been married.
Congratulations.
Tokyo, how long you been married?
I've been there, done that.
Well, I've been with my husband for like almost 20 years, but
Jesus,
we've been married
Jesus.
Beautiful thing.
Like 8 years.
Something like that. Oh, that's awesome.
You said how many years? 8 years?
Yeah. 14. I gotta do a lot of counting with the married part. I ain't got.
Look, once you get to 20, you start forgetting stuff. You just like,
it's a number.
The nigga been around.
Nigga's been around.
Right, but he here though.
So did you feel like he had to like check off certain boxes before you married him? Or you were too young, you didn't even think about that stuff?
When I got into a relationship with him, I was very young. I knew that let's start off with like my self-esteem, because I do feel like that's important when it comes to like what you just said. Growing up, me being plus size was a factor. So back then, in them days, plus size women was not it. You know what I mean? I didn't have a bunch of boyfriends and nothing like that. I didn't get talked to, or people try to talk to me and get my number and stuff like that. So that wasn't a thing. When I met my husband, he was into plus size girls, and it was weird for me at first. Like, you want to talk to me, or is this like a joke? I could never figure out, at the beginning when I, got with him. So when I realized he was serious, it was a little odd. Even still, after 20 years, and he likes all my fat rolls and stuff, so it's very odd to me, even though I've been with him for so long. I have a self-esteem issue. I don't know why it hasn't broken yet. I guess because it is a self-esteem thing. Like, no matter how much positive things he say to me, I always kind of like say something negative afterwards. It's very weird. I've been doing it forever.
I already know you can't take a compliment.
I'm working on it.
She said, "Let me grow."
And for y'all that don't know out there, y'all have to look on our page. Tequila has an amazing body. Okay, she has an amazing body like this. Okay, people are sucking fat from here and injecting it in here and injecting it to have her shape, and she does not use her powers for evil. And I just want her to use her powers for evil, just one time. Just one of us.
And it's the same. I don't know what it is. It's something in my brain or something. Because I mean, I get a lot of compliments for things all over the world. You know, wherever I go, I get a lot of compliments, and it's cute. It's nice. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, it is a self-esteem thing. So no matter who you're with or how many compliments you get, it's just something that sticks. So the fact that they call him corny and stuff like that probably still sticks with him, even though he's very successful and stuff like that. I'm sure he thinks about it like, damn, I hope I don't look corny in this suit. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's always back in your head, no matter how successful you get. Yes, he definitely should have cursed her out. I'm glad that he, not cursed her out, but I'm glad that he put his foot down. And at least it's showing that he won't get bullied anymore. Like, it won't happen again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Grown, that's great. She's corny, if you ask me. She's a cornball. If she was popular in high school, she peaked in high school. She's a cornball.
Exactly. A lot of people peaked in high school. Spiders is kept loud as it is. They still holding on to their popularity from high school.
Okay. And trying to college, you bought your way into that year, and so now that's your.
I think that's why Facebook was created. They'd be like,
exactly.
Look at you.
Ooh, yeah, listen.
Trailer Park 3 baby daddies. Look at you.
I'm winning. That's how it goes. It's absolutely insane that you have to deal with that. But like you said, the way he handled it, it could have been that.
Yeah,
it could have been a real ratchet dude to be like, "Hey, how you remember me?"
he could have done the whole forehead tap thing. Like, no, ma'am.
Right.
When she went in with the mic, he just
exactly.
He just went.
I don't want to interview that. I don't want to interview from that.
Wait a minute, give me 1 second, guys. Not only did you call me corny, but you stepped to me like we cool, and you know I don't fuck with you. Period. Fuck out my face. I know that's right.
Right. He could have mushed her. It would have been bad if he mushed her, but he literally could have been like, "I'm supposed to interview with that. What do you do?"
Hey, who are you with? What publication are you with? I'm sorry.
Exactly. Is that even plugged in? Are you even on XM?
Right.
Karma's come swiftly and fast. So,
see, I just would have been petty and told her my coffee order. I'm not nice. As soon as she walked up with the mic, caramel macchiato, upside down caramel the cup, thanks.
I'll take a number 4 with a large fry and throw in an apple pie.
Tell you to throw in a cake pop, okay? Go. Thank you. Why is she standing?
Damn, that hurt me, and I'm not even them.
So. Let's take it back to the women, right? And why they are still choosing to view men through this lens. Okay. We did a show before about attachment styles. So you are going to get into relationships based on your attachment style. It's 4 different types. I'm not getting deep into it because y'all can go watch the replay if y'all want me to break it down. But there's 4 different types of attachment styles. And if you have an anxious attachment style or you have an avoidant attachment style, then you are always going to be in unhealthy relationships because it's something that is lacking from your childhood, right? Either you had someone that was dismissive of you, neglected you, or you had someone that was inconsistent in their caregiving. And when you pick your partners, you are basing it off of the people that raised you. So you are going to pick people that are going to reenact those things with you. They're going to be inconsistent in their love for you. They're going to be inconsistent in the way they treat you. They're going to be neglectful. And that's what you're going to latch on to. And a lot of these so-called bad boys, that is what they exude and that's what they give off, right? Where you're not going to go towards the good guy that's stable because that makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't know what to do with it because you never grew up in a stable loving
Absolutely.
environment, and so that's weird for you. You're used to chaos, right?
Yes.
So you
You
feel
welcome it.
comfortable in chaos. And I will admit that I definitely am a person that used to do that. Like I might do it sometimes now too.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
Not a little waggle dangle here and there. I don't know.
See, for me, it's
But
more
you're
the
aware now. You're aware that you're doing
Right.
it, so there is a difference.
That's what the single journey has been. Like me catching myself, like, why do I tend to find the one who is like the one I have to parent? Like the person I was with was like literally 10 years my senior, and I'm in the middle of a grocery store, like, don't pick that up. You don't like that. Okay. Not the same one. You like double chocolate, not sinful chocolate. Put it back. I do like this one. Okay. When we get home and you don't like it, you better eat all of it. And I caught myself. Like, he has to go.
You know what? I think
This
that's
is
men.
not it. Because my
I think-
5-year-old is next to you. And he's like, that wasn't the one we had. Why is he more logical than you? Run. Get out. You have to go. Take the cake with you. I'm done. I couldn't do it. But that actualization like knocked me out when I first had to be like, why? Why do I have to
Why are
tell
you
these like, and it was a cycle. That's why I'm alone now. I'm like, let me get me back.
Right.
Let me make my
Exactly.
terms defined. Let me, establish my no-goes and what you won't do and go from there. That's why it's been since August. Of course, there are parts of me that's like, why bitch? But the other parts are like, it is what it is.
Let
because
me
I have to learn me again.
Let me interject and say a huge thank you to Carolyn. She said, I've been bullied. People actually made fun of me for having the biggest titties in class. She said, here's some stars, though.
Oh, Carolyn, you're so sweet.
I love her so
How
much.
dare they? We love the big titty girls in school.
Yo,
They made fun
people
of the
will
big butt
really
girls
find
too.
anything because niggas love
They
titties.
will.
What are you talking? Like, why would you make it funny because my titties big? Like, what?
Okay,
got made fun of for
I've
big lips
had
and a big
boys
butt.
make fun of me because they liked me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
they don't
yeah.
know how to navigate their emotions, and so they do dumb
Right.
ass
They're
shit.
immature in
I
that
got
sense.
all
That's
the attitude for having a big butt and being a tomboy. Like, y'all don't see me as like the one who wants to
Understood.
stone cold stun you and do all this all day in class. You know, like I want to be degeneration
I mean,
too.
it's safe to say
And
that
it
children
didn't
just
work.
ain't shit. It's just kids ain't shit. I mean,
Momo,
your titties
listen.
too big, your titties too small. Like it's just gonna do something. Just some
Yeah, I
asshole
had big
kids.
lips. I was bottom heavy. I've always worn glasses. I got big old anime eyes. The shit to make
You
fun
do
of.
have anime eyes.
Yes, and that's why I fell out until I was
Nani?
20. I'll just pout. Just do what I say.
Okay.
So like when I ask my
Listen.
parents for stuff and they say no, I'm like, you don't love your child?
You
Oh,
do
that's
like
a
the
good show.
you do the Puss in Boots with the eyes like
Exactly.
yeah. The Puss in Boots
And it's
are-
bad that I can cry on cue. So I just need that PS5 by the end of the week. Thanks.
Damn, that's all it takes.
I'm cracking up. You know, people tease me because of my head. So I have
What?
I have a big forehead and this oval shape. And
We're not gonna talk about this IMAX sitting on my head. We're gonna leave that alone. We're not gonna talk about this yet.
projector.
We're not gonna talk about my IMAX. We're gonna leave my
But
IMAX.
it's funny because it doesn't affect me anymore. So I just say something.
I'm glad.
Right.
Child, I know on
You talking about
TikTok.
my big ass ears.
You
I
don't
had
have
Will Smith
any
ears.
But see,
I
I feel
got
like the
humongous
generation we
ears
grew
when
up
I was a
in,
kid.
like roasting was just the thing to do. That's why all of us look at these kids now like, that's what you do.
Every Martin joke was
Word?
made towards me. Like, big ear Martin jokes. I heard it.
Right.
Will Smith ear jokes.
big.
Your ears
Well,
are
no,
big.
now I grew into my face, but when you like the same size, but I'm 285 now, but when I was like 120 pounds, skinny face, big ass ears, looking like satellite dishes, you're gonna get cracked on.
Like, see, I always got eyes like your eyes are big like a fish or something like that, and I'm like, okay, look, your parents are divorced.
See, you be throwing daggers. You got
Yeah,
a dagger
I
one.
always-
She's go for the throat.
No,
Listen,
that's what you're supposed to
bring
do.
this. I bring the sub
You think that's what you're supposed to
Yes, if somebody insults you, if you jump over the line, I'm gonna do a backflip somersault sow cow off the top
Exactly.
rope with my elbow forward.
I told
Yes.
Tiffy the other day,
To
I
the
go
toe.
from zero to Beanie Siegel against Charlemagne. It is not what you want. I have
Beanie
problems, so I stay home. Because if you go, I'm gonna be like, wait, weren't you in the class with only 3 students in school? How's that working out? It seems that way still because you still didn't do your W-4 right. But good luck. All about you. Hope they take out the right taxes or the ER's coming.
Oh Lord. So
you was on a short bus and you was in that special class with that special room across the street.
Yeah. I had a guy say that to me.
And that roll home.
I learned a new word. I learned a new word today.
What's the word of that?
Sociosexual. Okay.
Sociosexual.
Yes.
That sounds like too much talking. I ain't got time for that.
But I like to research our topics. And so I found out that women with higher self-esteem are more likely to get with the nice guys, right? But there's women with a higher sociosexual orientation that prefer bad boys, meaning basically that they are okay with having sex with no strings attached. So they're more likely to pick somebody just based on whether they feel like they might, break their back versus whether they're going to be supportive and pick them up from work.
So I choose you.
That was going to be my situation with what you were saying at the beginning. I do feel like, yes, there's a lot of psychological things that happen, upbringing and stuff like that. But I do also think it depends on what phase of your life you in. So some people, like women, we mature faster, you know what I mean, in certain situations. So if we are in the point of life, we just trying to have sex, you know what I'm saying? You might go for the one that really ain't for you. You know what I mean? You start fucking niggas because you just want to, like, I don't really want him to be my baby daddy and shit happen, but I just want to have sex. I just want you look like you could bust down. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think there are so many homosexuals? Because they know how to lay that pipe to be able to stay in that warm house.
So they go for people that's not really emotionally available, but they fit that particular need that you're looking for. Like you just want to have some rough sex or something like that. Like if that's what your mindset is in at that particular point in your life, you'll go for the fucking shit. But then I do also feel like once you get older and be like, all right, I'm done. Then you be like, all right,
catch feelings for the nigga that was just supposed to bust it down.
They do, but it be accidental. I don't think they go in with it. It just be like, you know what, I'm trying to see what that.
And then the dick made him fall in love. The dick made him fall in love, and now what?
Yes.
And you got 3 kids.
Now you stuck.
And he played PS5 all damn day while you at work.
I agree. I don't think it's right, but I do think it's what happens. Like it's like I don't think that they go into it all the time. Like I want, oh my God, I just love bad niggas. I think they just like the sex from them, and then it'd be like, why are you giving to somebody else? Then
change them. I could change them. You can't change
a nigga that gets on my nerves. Like what?
Yeah, I can't tell you and say he's just a fixer upper. This is not bloody home improvement. What do you mean? Are you flipping houses?
Some people have their personality too, though. They think they can fix somebody all the time, and
that's that other category. It's crazy.
That's that, to say that nurturing mentality. Take that shit elsewhere, though.
That's what I said. Fixer uppers.
Well, it brings us to the next reason that women are more prone to pick a nigga with red flags. Our hormones and our ovulation cycle, right? Mm-hmm. So essentially, we're just animals. That's all we are, and we are built to breed. We are supposed to breed so that we can keep populating the earth, and so we subconsciously test men for strength, leadership, and overall dominance. So we equate physical protection to sexual prowess, and when we look at a man, we are going to be attracted to them based on whether they appear to be more dominant. Right. So, because that's how you weed out the flaw in the species, right? If you look frail, I don't want to pass that gene on to my offspring, so I'm gonna go with the 6 foot tall, built ass nigga that look like he can knock down a tree trunk.
It's me. I'm a tree trunk. Sorry.
Ultimately, men do the same thing with women, right? So back in the day, they didn't want to be with a scrawny woman. They wanted to be with someone that had childbearing hips, that looked sturdy. They
had a son,
big breasts. Yes, I need exactly. I need a son.
So
So it's definitely there is a layer of it that is primal like that need to just be with someone that is going to strengthen your bloodline.
Right.
And should we really be held accountable for that?
That's like a
At a certain age, you should. At a certain age, you should be held accountable. You can't be in your 30s and 40s still talk about my prowess and I need a nigga with prowess. You gotta grow up.
You gotta grow up. Definitely.
You got 5 kids.
That's the hard part.
You gotta learn. You have to learn your lesson at some point.
Yeah.
So
that's like when people get mad when people say things like, you know, she had a hoe phase or something like that. It's not necessarily being a hoe. It is like that person probably wanted to sort their things out. I was a mother young. I didn't technically have a hoe phase, but at the same time, I had to learn a metric fuck ton because now it's not just me. It is my child. It is my brain. I got to hustle. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I can't have you also being on the list like, hey, don't forget to get chips. And you sitting at home. And I'm like, don't sleep here. It would behoove you not to sleep here. I know.
Well, now that you brought up the whole phase, Tokyo, do you like miss the fact that you didn't have a whole phase?
I don't though. I really don't, because I don't really have a need to want to fuck a lot of niggas. Like, I don't know. That was never my thing. Like, sex has always been something.
Okay, not even a whole phase. Maybe it's just I don't know. What do we call it?
Started wearing less and going out more.
You know, like a freaking dress
urge to like have a bunch of penises. I don't know. It's weird when I like the thought of like other penises going in me kind of creeps me out a little bit. I don't know why. Like penis, I like penis, but the thought of other people like other penises, I've always been like that. Even when I first met my husband, I said something like, the first one I had sex with, I'm marrying, because I don't, and I think that he liked it that too. But I just never wanted to have sex with a bunch of people. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it creeped me out. I don't know.
I just had an epiphany. Maybe I'm a hoe.
Maybe.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with people that do that, though. I don't think it's anything wrong with people that has had multiple penises in them. I don't feel no type of way about it. Good for y'all. Shit. You know, y'all, that's
like,
what
not
y'all
even like a bad breakup, like, oh, I'm gonna do bad all by myself. Like, I'm gonna just go out there and, you know, terrorize
if it
the
makes
night.
you any better and you want to be able to vent your naughty stories to people, go ahead and hit my Instagram at Neena Renee.
Same here. Please share.
Right. You know what? I live vicariously through y'all. All my friends got their stories. I love to hear
about it. I will send all the gifts and memes and I got you.
Wait, here we go. Wait. Carolyn gonna say Teletubbies was huge at the time, so they called me Titty Tubby. I'm hollering. I'm sorry, Carolyn. I'm so
angry. Singing with the song, Carolyn. The theme song.
Yeah, let me call Dr. Strange. We're going back in time to whoop everybody.
I'm sorry.
We go back in time to whoop everybody. Carolyn.
I hope I'm not traumatizing you further.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to bring up old shit.
Carolyn, let's get the stars back, bitch.
Oh my god! And that fat head baby was the son. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
okay. Why is that white baby the son? You see how racist this is? Never mind. I'm not gonna do it today.
All right. So, lastly, the other reason why women are more prone to pick inappropriate men, the media.
Yeah.
Social media, movies, TV, all of that. They have romanticized toxic monogamy.
Yes.
And jealousy.
Yes. Did you guys watch that thing where all of there were like 4 of Russell Wilson's actual like opponents that were like, yeah, he kind of soft. Yeah, he a simp for that. He a simp for that. Like, it was like a round table of like former athletes. And I'm like,
yeah, I saw shit about
you're
man.
You and the IRS are besties.
Russell Wilson is fine. I don't care what y'all say.
He's very
whenever
half and half self.
And then even when you see him with Sierra, like in their pictures together, they look like they have amazing sex.
Yes, but also
they look very cute together. So I was gonna say, they look beautiful. They're a beautiful couple.
She put that A-Town stomp on them. She definitely
yeah.
Some men just be so fine and toxic though.
I'm sure that is.
It's
the
always the fine
superpower
ones who are the most toxic ones.
You think so?
Yeah,
What?
because they know they look good and then they know what they can get away with. It's very manipulative.
No, it's toxic, ugly niggas. It definitely is, and then that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, I feel like Russell Wilson was really
I think
sweet
we
and
so
sent her
this is-
flowers. He was cute. I said I feel like Russell Wilson was like cute and he sent her flowers. And she probably wasn't used to that after dealing with Hot Pocket Future. Like,
look at ugly. Future is ugly.
My man wrote her poetry and everything.
Future's ugly. I'm sorry. There's nothing about him.
I do think
we are
because he gives me he don't really.
He's a poster child for toxic.
Yes. Him and Nick Cannon, like they could do a world tour, the toxicity tour. Okay.
Yeah,
I think one's more toxic than the other.
Without telling me you have a breeding kink.
Who do you think is more toxic?
Future's definitely more toxic.
Definitely.
You don't think
by
that
1,000%
into the world knowing you're not going to really be in their life the way that they deserve is toxic? I think creating lies.
They both doing the same thing.
Like 8 of them motherfuckers too, though.
Yeah, they both got a lot of big moms.
Like 8 kids.
Support them.
Well, at least Nick Cannon's trying to do by him.
As far as the children.
Ain't the one playing football with his son.
Right.
I don't think he's a deadbeat. I think he's there for them financially. I don't think that he's able to.
No, Future's a deadbeat because he's always fighting that shit.
How you know? He is rich. How do you know that he don't take them on family trips together with all the kids?
My two kids on no damn trip. I know I ain't taking 15.
We know we ain't rich and we ain't got no extra help. That motherfucker can get a nanny and a couple bitches out here.
Ain't no way. He got how many kids is he on now? 18, 19? I don't lost
Oh, Future.
But Future is straight like child support. Fucking kids. He is way worse. Like he's way fucking worse. But I do think we are mixing up the difference between corny and fine. You can be fine and corny. I don't think you can be very attractive, but it's the swag. It's something about his swag sometimes that it doesn't give me. I don't know. It's something that's missing. You know what I'm saying? I think he smiled for her. I don't know. It's something going on.
Will be up on the screen.
I think that's a problem.
That don't mean they not fine.
I have a perfect analogy for all of this. By
he
the
looks
way,
like he only dates white women. I will say that.
He looks corny.
That's another thing. How does he look corny? That's so messed up.
Why does he look corny?
Like, well, yeah, why?
He looks like he used to get bullied in school. You know what I'm saying? He looks like you know what it looks like.
That makes him corny.
That doesn't
mean he's not fine. So look. For example, do y'all remember Smallville? Y'all remember Smallville?
Yes.
I used to love what's the name? Tom Welling. I used to love him in that show. I used to be like, oh my god, he's so cute. The second he put that leather jacket on and was bad, I said that motherfucker. I don't even like regular Superman no more. It was the swag changed. Something happened. I said, damn.
So that's something within you. So you're the toxic one. You're the triggered one.
It's the way you carry yourself sometimes that kind of had you like, you know what? You got real sexy all of a sudden.
But
you know better.
Why doesn't a man that looks responsible? Why doesn't that make you be like, oh my god, that motherfucker?
He's still cute. But you know what I'm saying? It's something, and it could really it's weird though, because it could be like what you're wearing. It doesn't have to be. I don't know. It's something about a leather jacket.
That's that primal urge within you.
I got the perfect example for this whole situation.
He don't look like he will look right in the leather jacket. He had like Jerry curl at one point. Go ahead.
So perfect example to just wipe this all the way clean.
Go ahead.
We all remember Family Matters, right? Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Big, dorky, smart as hell, very responsible, respectable young person. He got fucking treated like shit over and over and over again by Laura until the nigga transformed to Stefan.
Stefan was fine.
And but it's the same person.
Listen.
That was the problem.
listen, it's not even, it's the swag though. That's what I'm saying. I think that we're looking at it deeper than it is. It's the swag. If you carry yourself a certain type of way, you just look sexy.
I was just
That's a
missing swag as a
stereotype
teenager.
though. That's a stereotype.
It is a real thing. Like it is real. Go ahead.
I think that's make people shallow. That's all.
I can't agree that Stefan and Steve were the same. Like Stefan was the puberty version.
Whose voice
I hate to
changed
say it like that, but like he took
but
like
that's
still the same person though.
Like,
but that's how it is.
Okay,
that's how it is.
But the funny part about the whole thing is after the whole Stefan phase and with the Disney World, all that other stuff, the girlfriend came through. His girlfriend, Myra came through, and now Laura like, oh, what's up with this? Why can't I get with you now? And then
it was the
toxic.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That would make folks like that toxic.
Yeah,
and that just showed folks say, hey, you have to look on the outside for things, and that's really bad for that show. But that was the underlying message.
I guess I'm a
I didn't know no better.
Like, I like the responsible guy. Like I like looking at the guy like, ooh, I know he takes his trash out on time.
Right, like that's what I want. Like I want a responsible ass woman. I don't want a woman who goes to the club every night or is worrying about how they go and pay their bills and they start doing crazy ass shit.
Like
or wait till the last minute to do things.
I don't understand why people don't understand this situation because men do the same thing. When they're young, all they do is they don't fuck bitches that they want to marry.
No.
They only have sex with women they want to have sex with, and that's it. They care nothing about them. So why it seems like it's this big narrative of like, oh, only women do this to good men. It's good women out there that want to get married and have children young or whatever, and y'all niggas are like, I'm just fucking bitches right now.
Till it's gone.
Whatever phase in your life you're in.
Yeah. That definitely is going to be my last point. That men do exactly the same thing. They just don't call them bad girls, but the it girls, the so-called popular girls. See, y'all get mad because y'all go after women that are exactly the same version of what we call bad boys, and when they reject you, oh, y'all don't want good men. Y'all don't want good men.
Y'all good men, right?
But you're not going after the good women. So I just recently had this argument over the weekend with a friend of mine, and I'm just like, yo, you're tripping because I know so many good women that work, that have, they have degrees, they take care of other people's children, they nigga ain't shit. So there's somewhere along the way, there is a disconnect because you're on this side saying, oh, they don't want good men, and we're on this side saying, oh, they don't want good women. Because we're both looking for the wrong fucking things based on shit that is insecure within ourselves. Because if I get with this nigga that everybody think is cute and he sell drinks and he got money and stuff, that's gonna make me be the it girl too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's your own insecurities. You just trying to use somebody else to fill up their void within you. And people don't think about it like that, but that's actually what the fuck it is. Also, just because you say you're a good guy does not mean you are a good fucking guy. Just because you said
Bundy was a good guy.
Just because you're educated, just
a lot of serial killers are good guys.
You can still be a fucked up person. You just a fucked up person with property. That's it.
You're just a fucked up person with privilege. You get to have that personification that you're a good guy, and then let the bodies hit the floor. Now there's a problem.
Thank you, Jonas. Thank you, Carolyn. She
Those are the predators you gotta watch out for.
Carolyn said kids in high school thought successful people didn't think about their future, do well in school, or chase dreams. You were corny if you did, but the corny ones were the one that had power to approve their bullies' loans.
Say that. All of that.
Deny, bitch.
Exactly. It's nothing like running into a bully. Like, yeah, can you?
I would love to have that. I would love to have that much power on somebody. Like, bitch, deny just because I don't even like your name.
Exactly.
Listen,
I don't even like.
Worse than when somebody be like, I always liked you in high school. No, the fuck you did.
No, you didn't.
No, you did not.
You wrote in my yearbook, you big eye bitch. Like, you was a liar.
Momo said men do it all the time in school. Pick the hot twat and know the good girl is not enticing. You want to wait till you grown adults talking about, I always thought you was cute. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I got the
I
DMs.
like the hot twat. Something about that. It rolls off the tongue good.
Twat.
It does. Hot twat definitely rolls
I like
off.
this. Momo, that might need to be a T-shirt.
I was going to say that,
like
G.
it.
Get out of my head. Not the hot
And shout out to the
twat
bullies
shirt
out there. I
every
mean,
time.
today's the day you can make a change. Call up the person that you bullied like 10, 15 years ago and just apologize. If you're a better person now than you were back then make the extra effort to reach out to them and be like, hey, I was an asshole when I was younger, but I apologize. Not after the fact, because that just makes you a bigger asshole.
Take accountability. It's never too late to become a better person. And Cardi, that actually was a wonderful way to close that segment out. We all make mistakes. We're young. We're stupid. Absolutely. We just want to fit in. We want people to like us. And sometimes, you do things to other people in the effort.
Carolyn Petty for that. Carolyn Petty for that.
But yeah, sometimes we just want people to like us too. And so we do dumbass things. But you're supposed to grow. And if you're still a grown-ass fucking adult that can't take accountability for what you did in high school, then you deserve whatever you get. Michael B. Jordan was not wrong. I would have definitely put extra sauce on it. Okay.
Say that.
I would have been extra petty. No, she don't deserve no money. I would have said I would throw some money in it, but no, she don't deserve it.
That's what I said. You heard me. I'll take my call.
I'm gonna call security. Keep this bitch out of here because I know she's too close.
I don't see her press pass.
Her and her wig.
That's what I said. Listen, I probably wouldn't even looked up from my phone. I don't like carry my ice upside down, carry another cup. Make sure it's cold. Thank you.
But I actually think he handled it well. And women, stop with this whole that nigga corny stuff. Y'all sound ridiculous. You sound foolish. You sound stupid. As a grown-ass woman talking about I don't want to be with him because he look corny.
Or responsible. There was literally a girl on Twitter.
Slim Pickens, girl. Slim Pickens.
With Michael B. Jordan because he looks responsible.
Now I don't want to be with him because he's just not attractive to me, but that I don't think he's corny. He's fine for somebody out there, not for me. But I don't find him attractive.
Michael B. Jordan, if you're watching this, tell Jonathan Majors to call me.
Listen, I was about to say, will you keep him and tell Jonathan Majors to call me?
I was trying. I was gonna go there, but I was like, nah, you and Creed.
Listen, I told you, I just want him to fix my pipes or something.
Absolutely.
In more ways than one is what I'm saying.
Absolutely, all of them.
Come change a tire on the car I don't have right now. Like,
facts. Listen, lift it something.
All right, y'all. Now we gotta move on. So as y'all know, I am Siren by night, your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, and the official HBIC. And we are going to take you inside the box. Tokyo, what you got for us this evening?
So today I'm going to talk about praise kink versus degradation kink. So I don't know why that word is like stuck in degradation. Yeah. So this topic came from our new host for today, or our guest host. She told me that she has a praise kink, and I was very intrigued by it. So first, let me tell you what it is. So praise kink or affirmation play is a sexual arousal from getting compliments, overt praises, or verbal affection, usually in a sub or dom relationship.
I like that.
It can definitely be a cornerstone to a sub dom relationship when you combine it with power play. So, for instance, I low-key feel like I got like a little bit of this, a little bit.
I got a big. I got this much.
I got a lot of bit of this.
Which I didn't realize was a kink. I just thought it was normal, like you had sex and stuff like that. And you'd be like, "Oh, this feel good," stuff like that. I kind of just thought that was normal, but I actually saw a interview with a woman, and she talked about the best orgasm she ever had was when somebody was affirming her the whole time, saying things like, "You're so strong. You're doing everything right." And like he was whispering in her ear as they had sex. And that wasn't just like, damn, this pussy wet, stuff like that. It was more like an emotional affirmation. You know what I mean? Like your life is going the right direction. Everything you've done before.
Listen,
Everything's gonna be given to you.
In my mind,
your
I'm
credit's
like,
gonna go up 40 points. Oh yeah.
right, like, that's deep. But she said that was like the most, she's never had anything like that before. And it was very interesting to me. But Nina, what does your praise kink look like?
Oh
Like,
man, it's toxic as balls. Holy shit. Mine
gonna be
is
good.
like I am really into myself. So you could get me off of nouns. Like you could be like, yeah, you put that laundry away, and I'm like, like it's bad. So like it is one of those things where having to explain it to a partner was interesting, to say the least.
Okay.
Like obviously I'm so vain, this song is about me, and so is the album, but hey, you're here too or something. enjoy your assistant cast role and do what I say. So the problem became like when people think that that's something that you're just fishing for compliments or something like that, like having to explain that yes, this is a turn on for me. No, you don't have to sound like DMX. You don't have to be all brash and ignorant. You can literally just be coaxed into it, like whatever it sounds like, whatever it needs to be. I have no issues directing you, but I have had moments where I'm like, hey, you can stop Family Guy's on. That one. Don't make it a thing.
Family Guy.
Do it again.
Well, Cardi, soft dime daddy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you are familiar with the praise kink. So
But
what
also
kind
you
of
have the voice, so hell yeah.
what kind of affirmations do you give out?
It's not like just like
into the mic, please.
Are you lost for words, soft dime daddy?
I'm trying to like not to be like crazy vulgar or whatever, but I was also trying to think
Do
too.
it.
Like,
Do it.
And talk slowly. It's been a while.
She's gonna replay this later.
Only a lot.
But yeah, it's like, just like, I'm not going to just say like good job. I'm trying to think like what I do say on the spot, but it's more.
Listen, you are
it's more of a combination type of thing, because like soft daddy dom, like I also like, so like, all right, you want to suck this dick, but you're going to say thank you every time I take it out your throat, and I'm going to praise you for it, and at the same time you're going to be praising me for it. So it's kind of like
yin and yang
scale thing, So it's not like all one way. I don't know. Yeah, it ain't for everybody, but
I'm not feeling, you didn't put your all into that description.
Yeah, I wanted the efforts. I wanted the. Exactly.
You got to do it the same way that you
did. All shy.
Not the nasty. I mean, that is a form of praise. That's why I was like, yeah, you nasty.
When you did your nasty bitch, you like talked into the mic.
That's why you got to put your mic.
I didn't want to like
You're failing us.
At the same time.
I'm not playing this on replay.
Okay,
I'm just
that's for the bedroom. He's trying to save that for the bedroom.
Man,
you get no replay,
Don't say him.
That's fine.
Family Guy and drinking my feelings tonight. Thanks a lot.
So
making me feel bad. I don't want to be all, all
go
extra.
ahead to get up till killer.
So the signs that you may have this, you actually plucked a lot of signs. Experience arousal responses such as flush or general arousal when complimented. Purposely seek opportunities to serve or please others, specifically to invoke praise. And using praise as a form of flirtation. So, all right. So I do like compliments, right, throughout the day. Like I like to be affirmed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you did a good job with that stuff. And that I don't think I get sexually aroused by that in everyday life. Like it doesn't sexually arouse me, in everyday life. Like it's not like, oh my God, that just made me. But it makes you feel like, oh, okay, good. Then you notice that. During sex, though, it does do something to me. Like,
yeah,
all the things. Like, damn, that ass is, all that is just so fun. Like, I don't know. It really gets me where I need to be.
Yeah, she was having a little moment. She said,
good. Because it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So the psychology behind this is usually you might have a personality that seeks encouragement. which may logically translate to invoking, translate to during sex. Oh, sorry. So you might have, huh?
I said, did you have a flashback mid-sentence?
Kind of, sort of.
I feel like
You look like she got a tingle, like a little small tingle.
I had to get my life in order.
Her husband getting something nice.
So you might have that personality where you seek encouragement. You maybe growing up, you didn't have that type of encouragement. You always were maybe put down and stuff like that. So you grow up and you're like, oh my God, that just makes me feel amazing to have something positively said to me during sex or throughout the day. Do you shaking your head? Are you agree with that?
Absolutely. I am the youngest. My father is probably like one of those people that is an encourager. Like my grandmother, she always encouraged me too. But like, again, because I'm spoiled, I kind of demand it. It's a problem.
Okay.
Like I'm in my father's phone as the favorite with a picture of me like, and because that's where I am. So it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, did you not recognize who's in your presence? Hello.
When did it turn into a sexual thing for you? So if you like, because you always got encouraged.
Okay, so I will give you the candid answer because this is the show that I am on. So I'm going to be as real as possible. When I got my first like grown ass man dick down, that was like the thing. Like I didn't know that that's what it was until he was like verbally encouraging, and I'm like, and wet floor sign. So it was really, and here we are. So it was really interesting because, like I said, we were always intimate, and then like sometimes it would be rushed or quickies or whatever. And then when we actually did have those like intimate moments, it was crazy because he was very encouraging, not like good girl, not like he literally would be like, count it out. These are your orgasms, but they're my gifts and shit like that. And I was like, what's your cash app?
Yeah, I said that.
That just did something to me. Okay.
Yeah, I've done that. I forgot about that one.
That's what I said.
Well,
like,
your time has passed, Cardi.
Like
you lost your chance.
Like showed me a different side of myself. Like when he pinned me down and was like, "You are mine. You are my princess. You do. This is for you. I am here with you, but this is for you. You are my gift." And I was like, I'm gonna buy you a car. I'm gonna buy you a lot of stuff. I love stuff. Do you like stuff? I love you. I'm not crazy. Me in the corner. Who's that girl? Oh, that's your mom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like why you being weird to me? Why you being weird to me?
Why did you decide that I was a pretzel and now all of a sudden I'm calling too much while you're at work? First of all,
oh God,
throw that grown man down. I don't know what to do with this situation.
Girl,
I was like all of 22 and he like completely obliterated my life. So I'm in a corner like, so when do I get my inheritance again? I love him. Okay, we're in love. And my parents are like, are you okay? I can't answer that right now. My phone rings and I'm out the door like Batman. Like it was crazy because that's how he was. He was very expressive. And then that kind of became the thing for me. Like, I need you to be verbal. I need to hear you. Like, even if you are just cussing, let me know something. You cannot just breathe hard or I'm a stiff arm. So.
Yeah, I don't like a man that's quiet during sex.
No, that's such a turnoff to me.
Yeah, I need you to talk to me. I definitely have a praise kink. I mean, that goes without saying.
Is that an Aquarius thing?
I don't know. It might be. It might be because we're so strong. But I'm just saying because we like so strong in our everyday lives. I'm already a sub, so a praise kink. Duh. I mean,
right?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I love that you're a sub. Jersey Mike's, Hot Belly. I don't do subs. I buy my own boar's head things. I don't. Nah.
Now, do y'all got like a male, like a moaner, or just talk? Like, yeah,
I like moaning, talking.
No, anything that shows me like that you are involved, that this is our situation. You're not just sweating yourself out and then being like, yes, and then being like, yeah, or like we already did that in the Art of Noise song. I need your words, okay? I need your actions. I need all of that. Like if you're gonna throw down the R&B pinga, I need it. Act like you know. Because I need you to be as loud as the nigga in H-Town at the beginning. I need the
Not whoa.
Rocking boots, strong.
I'm cracking up.
The Yin Yang twins. Hey, how you doing? Use your outside voice when you're with me.
Yes, 100%.
You're inside, use your outside voice.
And I like when we're out and about and like you say little praises just to me outside, like, you know, like, oh, exactly, you did such a good job. Like, you know, you're my good girl, and it's just like, but you know, you say it with that voice, that deep voice that Cardi won't give us. That one.
Tyler, the one that took me out. We were in public, and that man was like, I can still taste you in my beard, and we're clear. Is there a car? Yeah. I'm not. I just want to. Is everyone okay? Is it? I'm crying. We'll be there because I love him. We're gonna go to Jared. We going to Jared.
Not Jared. Go ahead, Tokyo.
I don't stalk his social media still.
Go ahead, Tokyo.
So there are other psychological factors. You might develop a praise kink if you have low sexual self-esteem. So if you don't feel as though you're doing a good job, you may really need or want that and really want compliments during sex, which could cause you to develop that kink. Or you can imprint, which means that imprint may have occurred by growing up watching love scenes in movies and women moaning loudly about how good it was, porn, things like that. And so you kind of like imprinted on what sex should be and what you should be hearing during sex. So it kind of sticks in your head like, well, if I'm not getting some type of praise, then it must not feel good, or, you know, I must not be doing it right. So those are kind of the core things that could possibly be a reason why you develop it. Mm-hmm. Now, on the flip side, we have degradation kink. So degradation kink is the opposite, where someone's sexually aroused by having a partner say degrading, insulting, and humiliating things, usually practiced in a sadomasochistic relationship.
Tyler has that. I'm sorry, Tyler, the creator, has that real bad.
Does he?
Yeah, so at his concerts, you are not allowed to have any applause. He prefers that you boo. And I thought people were joking until they actually film his concerts. And when he performs and you hear a bunch of people booing, I'm like, oh my God, what did he say? And then people were like, no, he needs you to boo. And I'm like, but I love her sweatshirt.
He's incorporating the audience in his sexual situation.
Maybe he jerks off to it later. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's something that he needs. Like, these thousands of people are booing me, and now I'm gonna go Super Saiyan.
Or maybe he don't like the praise. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I don't really like compliments. He might not like it. It might give him anxiety. Okay.
Right. And see, I thought about that too, because he definitely, like, if you look at concert footage, you'll hear like 50,000 people that are just booing, and he just keeps going. And I'm like, is it an energy thing? Like, what is it? But it's something that I picked up on and was like, that's
it's definitely a type of kink. Because I remember before he got famous, I was at his shows, and that wasn't the case until after maybe like his third album. It was like, okay.
Very interesting.
Well, wait, Carolyn says someone tried that on her and she hated it because if he called me a fat bitch one more time. No.
That is like a no-go, though. You should never go into a degradation kink without having a discussion first. That is ridiculous to me. Don't ever curse me out like that. You know what I mean? And it's one thing to say, like, you know, calling me a bitch, maybe I'm a side eye a little bit, but don't call me a fat bitch. And is this supposed to be good? I don't know. Like, I would be offended. But you definitely need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, because you can't, like, if you say you big head bitch, I'll be like, what?
Right.
Why you talking to me like that? Like, yeah, that's offensive. It can be offensive if you're not into this.
Like, oh my God.
I'm
not going to eat nothing but salad the rest of the day. How could you?
And I'm gonna think about it later, like, fuck you. See you random text like, you piece of shit.
Exactly. Now I'm sitting in this restaurant, like, I'll have a water.
Horrible.
Long story. It's fine.
So degradation can come in various forms: verbal, which can be insults, mockery of feelings, belittlement, insulting body parts. So, like you said, big head, big fat, you know, that's part of degradation. It can come in physical.
I'm sorry, because the big head bitches. Because I said it's a trigger. I just imagine it like I'm down there, like, yeah, you big head bitch.
Pussy instantly get dry. Like, what did you call me?
Just like that.
Oh, no, that is my man called me a dirty bitch, and I was shocked, but with it, we cracked up afterwards.
Listen, I probably would have cried. Like, what?
Not dirty, nasty,
like dirty on wash, like
right.
dirty.
We just took it out.
Now, you nasty bitch is different. Nasty bitch is a compliment, but dirty. Right. Like dirty is a little different.
Would make me feel away. I'm telling you, I would feel away. Like, excuse you, your mama's a dirty bitch. Now where we going?
Your mama.
Who you? Like it yeah. I'm spiteful. So
we went from clapping the cheeks to clap. Your mama's a dirty bitch.
First of all, that's why you couldn't read in second grade. I'm going. Now you're down. I'm dry. This is where we are now. Get over it.
So you can be degraded in more ways than just verbal. It could be physical. So you could be degraded by getting spit on, slapped, spanked, ejaculated on, urinated on, hair pulling, rough sex. You can, so the spitting to me is degrading. Not like spitting in your mouth type of thing, but like spit. I don't know. I don't like spit. But in the normal society outside the bedroom, spitting would be degrading. If you just spit on me, that's like disrespectful.
I mean, it's good spit, and this is a hawk spit.
Right, that's different. That is a consensual, like, okay, I like, that's nasty as shit too, but it's, you know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with that?
But that's your shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like you did something wrong, so I spit in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking
words.
Right, yeah.
That's disrespectful, and it's degrading, and some people like it. So another way is the furniture kink that we did. Yeah. That's part of degradation too. You're humiliating.
Okay, that was dope.
Like, you know, if you want to be, you're almost being looked at as an inanimate object. Right. It's degrading. It's like, bitch, lay down so I put my feet on you. You're nothing really.
Did you say ejaculated on? Is it a degrading thing?
In your face, yeah.
Some people.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a fake virgin. Because that's
pretty
like
little cum slut. Yeah.
That's like my biggest.
But it's still degrading. It's just that people like being degraded. So it's kind of like
this whole time he was like coming on my thigh, like the whole time I was a toaster strudel, I was getting degraded.
Toaster strudel.
You know, because the icing on the outside. So as a member of Twinkie Gang, now I have, you know, gang. As a former member of Twinkie Gang, before then I was a toaster strudel. That was a degradation. I don't know how to feel about it.
What Zakira said, spitting is fighting, period. But so if he spits in my mouth and we're exchanging spit back and forth, I'm okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, don't drink it.
I support it.
Cardi, say nasty bitch in the mic slowly.
Yes, we have a request for you to say nasty bitch in the mic, please, slowly.
Okay. You nasty bitch.
Oh, sorry.
It gets the people going.
Water. Oh man, there's gonna be some drunk text tonight. All right.
If y'all would like to hear Cardi say more nasty things into the mic, send us stars.
There you go.
We might have to add him to the Patreon. He just go in there and just say nasty shit all day.
Or we give him random shit to say, like,
oh, you have a fan, Cardi.
You just say random stuff in the mic.
So it's good. Yeah.
I really love it.
Just give me an audiobook contract.
Every time somebody asks,
I'll make the Bible sound sexy.
In the beginning.
And then the flood came.
In the beginning.
God created that.
There was nothing.
Random. Just say coochie chocolate. Yeah, just bust it down. Busting them qualms of words.
Just what? Coochie chocolate? What now?
Coochie chocolate. Yeah.
Coochie Sacagawea?
There you go. That works. Just listen, it doesn't take much.
You can't let it. You gotta be dead serious.
My balls.
You need a TikTok page where you
Some
just reading
Oh, that
gravitas.
would be good.
You need a TikTok page, just reading ingredients off random stuff like off some toothpaste.
Read us the Bible part.
Sexy voice.
I'll get to work on that.
Oh,
A lot of goddamn, a lot of pages in that.
share
A
the
lot of
shit out of
books.
I would share the shit out of that. Like, just read your beer labels and
Just
stuff
like-
like that. Yes.
All right, there you go.
Random
I can
pops.
go Angry Orchard.
Oh yeah.
First apple.
Mhm.
Ingredients. Oh, interesting.
Y'all and that apple juice. Why do men like drinking
Not
Angry
the
Orchard?
apple juice. No.
It's not apple juice. Angry Orchard's a good cider.
Okay.
She said y'all in that apple juice.
I'm a cider person.
Word for it. I'm sorry, Tokyo. We derailed your topic.
She's just trying to call me corny on the low. She's like, you
Oh,
corny ass apple
Corny shame.
juice
Corny
sippers.
shame.
I did not call you corny. I just asked the question. I noticed that there are some very
Call me corny.
masculine men that love apple cider, angry apple cider, hard apple cider, and it's weird.
I'm gonna give you one next time you come over. It's great. It's delicious.
You want to give me what?
I'm gonna give you one next time you
My
come by.
Steffi's here.
Oh, child,
Hi,
I'll-
Poo. That's my baby. That's my baby.
Tef is in the
Okay,
building.
babe.
Thank you so much, Tef.
That's my sugar. I got a sugar
you said
slice.
you
I
gonna
got a
give me
sugar
one.
foot.
Yeah, I'll give you one. You gotta try one.
When
You
he
can't
said
talk
he
shit
was
about
gonna
it.
give me one, I didn't know what he was.
Pour some
talking about.
fireball in it. You'll like it. Then
Now,
you can call it angry balls.
Tokyo, I'm sorry for derailing your topic.
It's fine.
We run
If you want to continue with the degradation, you can ban eye contact. You
Don't
can
look
make
at
them
me, bitch.
perform body worship. Body worship. You can imitate their accent. So, like, if they got a funny accent, you imitate them, and that's like degrading and disrespectful. Poke fun at their appearance,
Oh,
objectify them, call them a thing, a hole, a cum dump, a slut, a
Come
whore.
dumpster.
Call
Yeah,
them degraded-
that's
call them
good.
degraded names. And if you want to, if this is a vice versa thing where we're talking about men, we can say certain terms like, "Don't tell me that's the best you got." Is that it? When they pull their pants down. No wonder.
That sounds about right to me.
Damn, y'all try to be on Snap. Shit.
No,
Demon time.
no. We
Listen.
want the dick to stay hard. What are you talking about? No.
So you
This
yawn. That's what you do.
stay
That's
hard
when you
though.
yawn.
This is their kink, so
Right.
it turns.
Just answer the phone. Just
Where
answer
is
the phone
that
in the middle of
thing?
sex. 1 second. Girl, I ain't doing shit.
Listen,
I ain't doing nothing.
especially in BDSM spaces, a lot of them get extremely turned on by degradation and humiliation. So it's
Mhm.
instances where they'll be like, if you have like a small pee, and you basically completely just hone in on that little. That's all you got. Ew, that's disgusting. Look how
Shout
small
out to
it
my
is.
man Tiny.
You know, so just absolutely degrading things, and that will get them hard though.
So
You
let
know
me say that if you are saying PP, you don't have to put small in front of it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Calling a
You
big dick
definitely
a
said
PP.
PP, and I'm
We
like,
already know that it's small when you
Tokyo,
say,
look, we knew
"Oh,
where you were going, Tokyo. We knew
look
where
at
the
your
destination
PP."
was.
Yeah, we already,
Look,
we
That's
already.
degrading enough.
Maquito Pena. When you hear that
look at your.
Spanish girl telling you that, that's a no go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be bicho, not pinga. Pinga is little.
Yeah.
If
don't
she
want
tells
that.
you you have a pinga, not a bicho, yeah. Pack.
Yeah,
Yes.
so, to wrap it up, to wrap the degradation up, because we are coming up at the end.
Mhm. Consent, conversations, and understand that aftercare is very important when it comes to degradation kink. You have to talk about the aftercare and what it is that you need afterwards, because sometimes this can cause some psychological issues because it is degrading and rude and disrespectful. So talk about aftercare, make sure you practice aftercare, and always have a conversation before you practice any kink. Degradation for sure though, because that can be very traumatizing.
Please.
For some people.
I'm like, oh, all right, bitch, clean it up. I'm like, no,
It sounds like it.
don't do
Wow.
that.
It can be very harsh and it can hurt people's feelings. Even if it turns them on at the time, afterwards they can sit there and wallow and think
Come
about
back
the
to
stuff.
reality.
So make sure you have a conversation afterwards and before and after.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
let them end up crying in the shower. Don't want that.
Consent and communication is 100% key for any sexual activities. Is only going to enhance the connection between the two people if you communicate properly. I'm not big on the degradation. You know, we already established I'm a nasty bitch.
She said, "And."
Yeah, that's about it. It ain't gonna be too much of that.
That's right. Don't give them too much. Don't do too much.
No. And while you guys are here, you know that you can find us every single Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nurse and Charge platforms. If you have missed any of our shows, please go back and watch the replays. You can find them easily on YouTube or on the Facebook platform. You also can go on back and watch season 1. That's right. This is season 2. So we got a bunch of stuff for you that you missed out on. So much trauma for the Inside the Box segments. Okay, go back and run that back. Now, also, while I have you here, you know that HNIC Con is coming up in June. All right. I need you to go to www.headnurseincharge.com and get your tickets. If you think that this is debaucherous, you know nothing. You need to be there in person, all right? It's a carnival theme. If you haven't been to Caribbean Carnival, this may be as close as you get. I don't know. So you want to make sure that you're there so you don't miss out on all the beautiful women like Neena Renee coming in their feathers, sashaying about.
That's all I'm wearing, Daddy.
Well, let's see. All right.
And definitely you don't want to miss the after dark events, okay? I can't say too much. You just got to be there. You got to see it for yourself. What happens at the party stays at the party. In addition to that, I am also one of the managing directors for the Cage Awards, all right? Woo! It is an award show for the culture, by the culture, okay? It's going to be virtual, but we are celebrating all your faves, cosplayers, content creators, digital creators. You want to make sure that you don't miss out on that. So please, go to www.thecageawards.com and make sure you follow so that you don't miss a thing pertaining to that. All right. Again,
my cash app is J.
Requesting a shimmy.
Okay. All right.
Wendell, are you giving her stars for her shimmy?
Exactly. So I need stars, but also if the spirit moves you, if they're pierced and they're fabulous.
Oh,
I might give a star. I'm on the show.
If you enjoyed what you saw here and you want us to keep on bringing you content, please send us stars. All right, you can be our shimmy daddy, our sugar daddies, and all of that. Okay, and we'll come back and shimmy for you as much as you would like.
And I'll read whatever you want.
Stars. Okay,
I'm with it.
Until then, we will see you soon, where you can join us for education, a laugh, and always a heavy pour.
Yes.
Go on and do something scandalous.
I am going to message you after this because I do have some questions. So I am going to message you
Bye.
after this too.